What time is it?
Talk the real with a certified yapper. Conversations about the latest and the greatest in the world. We can talk about that man, or you can tell me about old girl. Got a secret, hey, don't lay it on me. You need a friend, I'll be your big homie. Let's take a sip and talk it out. Therapy without the couch. On the rocks is what you need. Come toast reality with me, hey. Now tuned in to Rhonda on the Rocks.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Rhonda on the Rocks podcast. As always, I am happy to be here, and you're probably happy to be here too because you're listening again. So welcome back. I am here with a very special guest, someone I have known since I was like 4 years old. So without telling my age, it's been over 30 years that I've known this woman to the side of me. And we're going to dig really deep today. This is my good sis, Tania. Welcome to the show. Yes. So we're going to dig really deeply today. But before we get into all of that, the girls are drinking tonight. We're getting drunk. We're getting fucked up. Okay? We're drinking some pineapple juice mixed with a peach Bellini mocktail that'll put you on your ass. Okay?
Period.
We actually both are zero proof because she is nursing and I am trying to lose weight. So as a result, we are drinking something that I came up with, and it's delicious. So we ain't got no complaints. You niggas be drunk. That's your problem. You can't get up and go to work because you're drinking all night long. But us, no. We probably should have been drinking because the topic that we're going to dive into may unearth some feelings, some emotions, but we're gonna rock it out like we do. And yeah, so Tania, we're gonna jump into the first segment, which is the Rockin' Rundown. So I over the weekend had the opportunity. First of all, I was super busy over the weekend. I went to the Brandy and Monica concert in Milwaukee, which was tea. It so nostalgic. They had who else was there? Money Long, Kelly Rowland was there.
Okay.
And Kelly Rowland's body is gold.
Girl, I saw her on social media. I was like,
she looks so good and sang. Her mic was on.
Yeah. Okay? It looked like that.
Kelly's mic was on. Brandy's mic was on. Monica did a good job too, but y'all know I'm a diehard Brandy fan to the day I die.
Yeah.
That's my girl. She sang all of the hits. My friend Genesis and I went to the concert, and so we listened to Brandy and Monica all the way there. We listened to it while we were getting ready. So we were just hyped up for the concert. It was really, really good. So then we drove from Milwaukee the next day. We went straight to a baby shower of one of our former students.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Kyan. That's baby Kyan. He's so cute. Went to their baby shower, left, went to Genesis' house, got dressed, went downtown to see the Ball Brothers, Kevin on Stage and Tony Baker, which was really good. But downtown had some shit going on, some protests and a parade. So our Uber dropped us off maybe a little over a half a mile away from the Chicago Theater.
Wow.
And we had to walk
to the Chicago Theater. Through the No Kings protest?
No. By the time we got over that way, it was like basically cleared out.
Okay.
But the police still had stuff all like barricaded off, and then they doing construction on State Street. Yeah. So it was just a mess. But what I noticed was when we were walking, had this been 6 months ago, I'd have been hot, sweating, tired, out of breath. Because we was like getting busy. Because we was trying to get to, get there on time.
Right.
And I was just so happy. Like, it just felt so good to be able to, like, walk without, like, having to take a break or being like, go ahead, I'll catch up type deal, or profusely sweating. Like, you don't want to go into the show sweaty and, then you be the butt of a damn joke by the time you get in there. So, then Sunday, what did I do Sunday? I slept through church. That was not my intention, but I just, I definitely earned a consequence for missing church. However, I was exhausted from just all of the ripping and running over the weekend. So I just kind of rested. I kind of like got myself together for the week. And that was it. What about your weekend?
Girl. So where do I start? I had to end up getting my car fixed, of course. Okay. I'm in the process of trying to get a new car. But of course, interest rates have to come down first. Yeah. And things have to be right before I just jump off the cliff and get myself a new car. Yeah. So that was number one on my agenda, is getting my car back working. It's great, running great. Okay. Saturday I didn't do much. And same Sunday, I think I slept through church too.
Tally. Not the pot calling the kettle black.
Tally. So I get a tally too. So other than that, though, I mean, spending time with my mom and my brother, Zara and Jaden. But that's about it. Really, that's like my life right now. It's just them. My family is my life right now. So.
Aww. Yeah. Tania's a new mom to my goddaughter, Zara. Tania birthed her. She's my child. Yep. But, Tania just did the hard work. That's what friends do. The labor. They do the labor for you so that you can have an easy life. So I want to tell you, thank you. I want to thank you, Tania, for having that baby for me. Hey. Well, good. I'm glad that you had a good weekend. You got to spend some time with your family, which is important. I love that for you. All right, we're going to jump into the next segment, which is called Love Bites.
I'm mad. I have to go to work. I have to earn a living. I'd rather have a private income and get laid well and often.
Child. What a difference a year makes. 2 years now. Yeah, 2 years. What a difference 2 years makes. Yeah. This is 2025. If we think back to like 10 years ago, let alone 5 years ago. I mean, we can think back to 5 years ago. I think my situation was like 5 years ago. Mm-hmm. Yours was like 10 years ago. Mm-hmm. But if we think back to those times versus where we are now, to God be the glory.
For the things that he has done.
For the things he has done. So, Tania, you married a man named Daniel. Good biblical name. Good Bible name. And we didn't see Daniel coming.
No.
We did not see Daniel coming. No. So tell me, I love when you tell y'all love story, because I just feel like it gives so much hope to people. Yeah. To me, and I'm sure to other people who are able to hear your story. So tell me, like, a little bit leading up to meeting him, and then, the rest.
Okay. So, I actually was just in a place where I had just kind of finished school, and I think you and I were talking about this, of how, just kind of swipe and date and be online when you're bored. Because when you're actively trying to look, that's when you get all the trash. I don't know what it is about that. I'm like, what is happening? So I remember sitting down one night. This had to be maybe like August or September of 2023. And I was just swiping, and I just saw this guy, and I was like, man, he's cute or whatever. So I swiped. I'm like, okay, fine. I didn't think we was gonna match or nothing. I was about
let me stop you before you go there. Were you dating or like in a relationship? Like how recently, how soon after your last relationship were you just bored swiping?
a good maybe like year or so like
Okay.
that, I would say.
Okay.
So yeah, I literally was just like, I think like I had trying to like almost like had digested that I was like single.
Mhm.
I was like, okay, this is your single season.
Yeah.
Like, and I told my mom like before that, my life could go two ways. Like I could either be the single auntie that travels and just loves it, or I could be the mom, the wife with kids possibly.
Mhm.
Like you know what I mean? Like it was kind of like an absolute thing. And I was like, well, don't, you know how my mom is. Just give it a chance.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, fine. So I started to get on Hinge. A coworker of mine at the time told me about Hinge. And he was like, man, I found my wife on there. And he was like, you know, you should get on Hinge. So I'm not thinking anything of it. So like I said, I saw his profile. And I swiped and I just kept going or whatever. Mind you, like I had gone out on dates before on Hinge. He was like my third one.
Mm-hmm.
So like the third like guy that I guess like also that swiped back on me. So I'm like, he swiped back on me. So immediately it's funny because I tell him that like my favorite picture of him is like his profile picture and from when he and I swiped on each other.
Yeah. From
Hinge. And it's funny because I was like, I saw him, but I was like, he looks like a fuckboy, but it's something that might be like cool about him, but I don't know. So we started talking. We talked for a good week and a half, and then he asked me out. I was like, yeah, let's go out or whatever. Let's see where this can go. Let's get this out the chat. Like, let's get this out the chat. So I was like, okay, cool. So we go to Yardbird for our first date.
Love it.
And I walk in and I see this guy off to the side. Man, like when I tell you, I thought he walked out of a magazine. Like I was like, he is fine. Like, he is so cute. So I was like, okay. So, of course, you know how it is. When you first got on a date with somebody, you try not to look thirsty as hell.
Right.
First of all. So, you, like, trying to keep it all in.
Yeah.
And so, I think, we sat down and we started eating or whatever. We started ordering stuff. And before I touched my food, and normally, I would pray over my food. So, don't get me wrong. It was there. The intention was there. But he said at first, he was like, hey, let's pray first. That was the first guy that actually said, let's pray first.
Yeah.
Like I was like, okay, it's something different about him.
Okay.
So we finished our meal and then we went somewhere else or whatever. But I was like, the vibes were just there. Like I just did not want that date to end. And like, I think I felt like he didn't either. And it was so wild. So I was just like excited when I got home. And like, I was like, man, like this guy just leaves me with like a good feeling. Like it just seemed like the whole date, it just seemed easy. Like he's easy to talk to. And, like we kissed on the first date and stuff like that. Like it was like, it was like a really magical spot. You know what I'm saying? Like it just made you feel, he just made me feel good. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So our second and third day came around and Daniel and I were vibing. Like, we were vibing for real. Like, I mean, I don't know. Do you ever see this smile?
I mean, I cannot stop looking at you. Like, I've heard this story before, but I'm still just staring at you like, girl, say what else? And then what? Like, I'm hanging on to every word.
Yeah, I just think that I don't know, it felt easy, and when you've been in other relationships and you see the difference, it's just like they say, when you know. Like, it was just something different about Daniel. I'm like, it was maybe his God conscious, I don't know, but it was something different about him. So, fast forward, you're dating, and last year, around... 2024 comes in and he's like, man, I want to, I kind of want to travel. And so I said, okay. So he was like, have you ever been to this place called where do we go? Curacao.
Curacao, yeah.
And so I was like, no. So he says, okay. He says, do you have a passport? I said, yeah. He was like, because, I don't like people with no passports. So I was like, okay, right. So next thing I know, he books the trip to Curacao. And I remember telling y'all, like, y'all were the first people, like, I was like, y'all are going to Curacao! You know what I mean? Like, it was just like, and even traveling, like a lot, you can tell a lot about a person when you travel with them. Daniel is, first of all, he's a spaz in the airport. You would think I would be the opposite, but we're not. We are polar opposites in the airport. But like, he's when he gets to the other side, he's very easy to travel with. He knows like he has a hotel background, hospitality background. So he like knows his hotels. He knows the properties. Like he knows what to look for. Like, all of those things. He like booked all the excursions. Like he booked everything.
I love that.
So not only did I have a man who planned,
come on,
but also a man who also told me verbally several times, he was like, I'm trying to focus on you.
Baby.
On multiple occasions. Like Daniel told me that like maybe like the first couple of weeks we were dating to like on that Curacao trip, he just like, I'm just trying to focus on you.
I love it.
And so it just, I don't know, just things just started to fall into place. My family loved him. He met my dad and my grandma, who recently passed.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that is a big deal. Like for me, no man I can say has ever met my dad. No man has ever met my granddie.
Yeah.
So that's a big deal to me.
That's huge.
And my granddie immediately was like, just started crying, was like, I've been praying for you. Like when she met him. And she was like, if she brought you here, you must be something. But I can tell that, God brought you into her life. And it just it means everything to me, And so, even he and my granddie had bonded and everything. So it was just my dad too. Like my dad was like, I knew that he was my son-in-law before he became my son-in-law. You know what I mean? Like that's just, when you have the acceptance of your parents,
for sure.
And, it's something to be said also about being equally yoked with a person. It just, everything aligns. And
yeah, because we've definitely been unequally yoked. Come on, somebody.
I've been in some tragedies.
Do I have a church in here?
So,
girl, ooh.
It's kind of like, I felt like I literally every day, even to now being a mom and a wife, I just feel like every day I'm living in answered prayers. When I can look at Zara and I can look at Daniel and my God.
Don't do it to me.
Like, oh my God.
We're just getting started. You have to,
I know.
You have to calm down.
Oh my God.
Oh.
But it is just something to be said that when you have lived through trauma and then God just comes down and says, you know what? I haven't forgotten about you.
Ooh.
I'm going to bless you 10 times over. I'm going to give you what you want and what you need. Woo. All I got to say is thank you, God.
Yeah.
Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Because I am truly grateful for what he has done.
Yeah.
For me, and for you, especially for you.
Yeah.
I am just really grateful for what God has done and what God continues to do and what he shows me on a daily basis.
Yeah.
I wake up to a beautiful baby. I wake up to a wonderful husband that doesn't rag my ass.
Yeah.
I wake up to the dog.
Yeah.
I wake up to a home. I am truly living in answered prayer.
Yes, you are. So
there is nothing that I should be worried about. There is nothing for me to be stressing about.
Yeah.
So I really thank God for just this period in time in my life.
Yeah.
That I could truly say that, God is just, woo!
Yeah, he's amazing.
Woo!
He's amazing.
So,
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing that. It is beautiful to see especially because I've seen the other side, right? And we'll get into that in the next segment, but I've definitely seen when you didn't even look like yourself. Like you were unrecognizable because of the trauma and the things that if we are honest and take ownership for the things that we accepted, we allowed a lot of bullshit.
Oh, big time.
We just opened the door and let the bullshit just like a train just come on into the station. Choo choo. And we was like, oh, come on. Bring me some more of that bullshit with you. You know what I'm saying? So it's beautiful to see and to be able to witness and have a front row seat of God's mercy, his grace, his favor. I love Daniel. I've loved Daniel since the very beginning because him telling you, I want to focus on you wasn't just words. Yeah. We could see it. We could feel it. Yeah. Like he's involved. He's active. You got them niggas that when they want to stay at home, they want to stay in the background. They don't want to get involved. It's because they hiding something.
Yeah. I think too, when you say that, I thought about like our second date. We went to Emporium and I remember us taking those pictures.
Yeah, I remember that.
And at first I was like, I didn't think he wanted to. And he was like, no, I want to. Yeah. He was like, why do you think I wouldn't? And I was like, most guys, when they don't want you to be seen, when they don't want to be seen, or they doing other stuff with other people, or they dating other people, they don't want to do nothing like that.
100%.
They don't want to be posted on social media. They give you hell about being posted on social media. They don't want to be in selfies. They don't want to be on Snap. They don't want to do nothing. And I knew something was different about him when he wanted to. Yeah.
Because I remember even saying to you, like, Daniel is posting you on his social media and you not posting him. Like, why are you not? I mean, he was, even when y'all went to Curacao. Yeah. And that was like, not early on in y'all relationship, but it was earlier on. Yeah. And even before, because I can't remember when I met Daniel. I know I met him before y'all went to Curacao, because y'all went in like March or something, right? March. So I remember, I met him before New Year's Eve. I met Daniel pretty early on because I brought
your birthday party.
No, I met him before my birthday party. Y'all started dating in like September, so I had to have met him like that following month or something.
Yeah, because we started in October. October the 9th was our first day. Anyway,
so it had to be very recent because we was hanging out New Year's Eve. Because his son was here and all of that.
Oh, yes. Yes.
It had to be... Anyway, it doesn't matter. But I just love that. I love that he is a man that is true to his word. Now, his friends... Child.
Let me not laugh too loud. They might run this back like...
Run it back! Because... What? No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so my current... dating situation is not like that. Very much in my season of singleness.
And that's okay.
Because these niggas is spooky out here. Like, I'm afraid of these niggas.
Yeah.
I'm scared of these niggas, for real. But no, I really enjoy being single. Like, and I'm worried because, of course, I do want companionship. I do want a partner. I want all of that. But the thought of, like, having to check in with someone, the thought of like having to consider someone else, the thought of like somebody being in my house on a regular basis, I'm like, it gives me the ick almost. Like, I just don't want you to be by me. Like, I want to date you and I want you to love me and from all the way over there.
I hear that.
Like, I don't want you to call me regularly. I don't know. I just, like, don't smother me. Yeah. And for the first time in my life, like, I have, like, people that I talk to. But for the first time in my life, I don't be, like, thirsty to respond. Sometimes I forget to respond. I forget to call niggas back. It's not my focus anymore. Yeah. Like, it's not the center of my world like it used to be at one point. Because, when I was with so-and-so, I was like, I want to get married. I want to have a baby. Like, I was actively trying to have kids. Yeah. And I think because I overdid it so much with that, it's just gone. Like, the desire to do that is gone. Like, the desire to be a parent doesn't really appeal to me anymore.
Mhm.
Like, I'm just like, ugh, like, I don't think I want to because they have to come to my house. And I don't want that crying ass, hollering ass baby in here. It's peace in this home. I don't want, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just doesn't appeal to me in the same way.
Yeah.
But I'm sure once I meet that person who I'm supposed to be with, I feel like all of that will change.
Yeah.
But as it stands right now, I'm on my bald-headed hoe shit. Like, I'm on my bald-headed hoe shit.
I hear you. I ain't gonna lie. It was an adjustment because I feel like my whole kind of dating life, I feel like I've been like by myself anyway. Prior to meeting Daniel, even though I was in relationships with people, but I just feel like nothing was ever solid like this. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it was definitely an adjustment period. And it still is at some time.
I'm sure, because now it's not just him, it's somebody else in your space. Like, who's this little ass girl? Who's this little ass baby in here with me?
Low key, some days I be like the other day, funny breastfeeding story, right? So she was on my left or whatever, and I get, she sometimes just, rubs my chest sometimes, it's just a bonding thing.
Yeah.
But she starts doing like this to the other nipple, and I'm like, I took her hand, I'm like, After we done here, we're done, because I'm done sharing my body with you at this point.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's definitely an adjustment period, not only being a mom, but also a wife. Because, baby, the piss driblets, I love you, babe. I love you. But the piss driblets got to go. And ladies, your man, tell him to clean the piss driblets up.
Period. Because what?
Because what?
When I was dating my ex and he was living here, I did not like for him to use my bathroom.
Girl, I hate that!
Like, it's one in the hallway.
Girl! Daniel will go downstairs.
Please.
I hate it. It's just, but I think that's the single girl in me. Do not use my bathroom. Now I'm a little bit way more lenient because he does live there.
No, he does live there.
He does live there.
I'm more lenient because he's my husband.
Right.
I'm more lenient because he does live there.
So, But yeah, I get it. I think that I think it's still an adjustment period sometimes. And I have to check myself. And I'm like, am I being realistic?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because also, like, I think too is like, if he puts the cups on the side of the sink, but he washes the rest of the dishes, what's wrong with you doing that?
Mm-hmm.
Wash the cups then.
Mm-hmm.
How you like them.
Yeah.
You can still be the helpmate and not be, just a hard up or whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean? You still have to adjust. And I think that the single girl in me, sometimes I think I'm redefining who I am as a mom, as a wife, and then also as myself. Because, before everybody else got in the picture, Sky included,
right?
It was just me.
Yeah. So
I think that I have had to re-identify myself several times now to kind of like understand, like, this is who I am, this is who I'm becoming, and every day is a learning curve.
Yeah.
Baby.
Some
days it's perfect, and then other days I'm like, pour me up!
Yeah. I can imagine.
So, yeah.
I can imagine. Well, blessings to you on your marriage and being a new mom. And I'm going to put some blessings on me that,
Throw them this way. Throw them that.
Rub my hand, baby. Put something on there. Put something on there. That, I know that my time is coming and I'm not rushing it. I'm just trying to enjoy every day. Right now, my focus is making sure I'm the healthiest version of myself, physically, mentally, emotionally, financially, and I really am just having a good time. Like, that concert weekend and all of that stuff, I didn't have to, think about nobody. Power was taken care of. I didn't have to think about nothing. I'm going to Lake Geneva this weekend.
As you should.
I just want to do me because we finna jump into this next. Before this, I just was not allowed to be myself at all. So we're going to jump into the next segment that we've hinted at over and over again throughout this episode, and it's called Bald-Headed Ho Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a babe, but I left the nigga at home.
Hey, drop one, what we doing? Y'all talking about twerk classes. Yeah. Drop one, the producer. Bald head, ho shit. Get it, bitch. Bald head, ho shit.
So, posted this on Facebook and was just very surprised at the response that I got. So the meme says, dating after a toxic relationship be so embarrassing. Why am I having butterflies because you said good morning instead of yelling at me? And I posted it and it was like, this is kind of funny, but the amount of truth that's in this is a little bit alarming.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to tell your story, but about 10 years ago or longer, right? Yeah, like 2011 maybe.
Yeah, 2011 going into 2012.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tania was in a relationship that was just not good. Actually, that whole relationship like drove a wedge in between us. Like we wasn't really rocking with each other for a number of years. Mm-hmm. And then when my situation came, we wasn't really rocking with each other for a while too. And that's a sign that I think a lot of women don't talk about. Like when you with a nigga that drives a wedge between you and your really good friends, you should watch out for that.
Ding.
You should watch out for that. Like my ex basically told me that Genesis was not my friend. She ain't your friend. She this, that, and the third. She knows about this, so she won't be alarmed when she hears this. But yeah. And for a minute, I was kind of like, maybe you're right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it starts to play games with your mind. But anyway, Tania was with someone who I'll let you tell your own story. I guess I don't want to.
So I was with this person for unfortunately 6 years. That was in my 20s. I feel like I wasted my 20s on that.
You didn't, because God restored your time.
But so I was in a relationship. It just did not serve me well. He was significantly older than me. Mm-hmm. And I feel like for the first like 2 years, sort of, like it just seemed pretty okay. Mm-hmm. And then after that, it just kind of got dark.
Yeah.
And I think because I started to see who he was, and unfortunately I was young, and I thought I was in love. Mm-hmm. I thought, and my mom didn't like him. My brother didn't like him. And then when I called my dad was definitely, mm-hmm. But we'll get to that part.
Yeah.
But I just think that it's something to be said that when you stay in something that does not serve you, mm-hmm. you become someone else. Mm-hmm. And I had to apologize to a lot of people, mm-hmm. including you, and I had to talk. I had to go to therapy. Mm-hmm. Nobody knew I was going to therapy at the time, but I did. After that situation was over, and it just took a little bit of time to kind of find myself.
Yeah.
Because you become a different person, and then after it's all over, it's like, well, now what? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like you got to rebuild yourself from the ground up, mm-hmm. And yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah. In my situation, you obviously knew this person for as long as I did. And I don't know if you were as surprised as I was at the way that things panned out. Yeah. Given the person that you knew him to be. Yeah. It was very surprising. And I think that is what kept me in it so long, because I just could not wrap my mind around the fact that this person
would do it.
Of all people.
Yeah.
You could line up 40 niggas And I would be like, that one ain't gonna do me wrong.
Yeah.
That one would never.
Yeah.
And that was the very one who dragged me cat motherfucking raggedy from my finances to my health, my mental health, and down the line. Like, I am to this day paying for that relationship. Still. And I ain't seen this nigga in 2 years. I ain't heard a peep from this motherfucker. So, when I saw that meme, I was just surprised at how many women were like, yeah, that shit be for real. Like, the minute you get out of a traumatic relationship and somebody is finally nice to you. Like, I had to come to grips with the fact that this nigga did not like me. At all. At all. He did not like me, because even a person that you like, you don't do like that. Some of the stuff that he would say, like, I'm a very emotional person. I cried already on this podcast. But I'm a very emotional person. That's who I am. That's who I've always been. I cry. That's how I show emotion. When I'm happy, when I'm sad, when I'm laughing, when I'm angry, tears just form. It's not something that I can control. Yeah. And I remember, not in the beginning, right? In the first year, but when January of 2022 hit, through the rest of the relationship, it was nothing but fucking hell. Yeah. But he would look at me and be like, "Ugh, you look so ugly when you cry." Like, dead in my face, and be like, "Ugh." I mean, his face would look disgusted. And he'd be like, "Ugh, you look so ugly when you cry. Like, ugh, I just wish you would stop crying. Like, ugh, when you cry, that shit just get on my nerves." Like he would be so visibly annoyed. And I'm like, I'm only crying because of stuff that you're doing to me. Yeah. Stuff that you're saying to me. Yeah. You think that's going to make me suck it up when you tell, you're my man. The nigga I lay in the bed with every night. I'm taking care of your motherfucking ass. And you look me in my face and say, you look so ugly when you cry. Not like, what can I do to help or comfort you? Or maybe it's something that I'm doing wrong to cause this. Yeah.
Yeah, mine, in my situation, my ex used to call me fat. And
really?
A lot, actually. And I think 2016, 2015 is when I started losing a lot of that weight. Remember? And I don't know if y'all really realize.
I remember when you was like running and stuff.
Yeah, like but it was because like I would literally have a bag of chips in my hand and he would snatch that shit.
Wow.
And be like, that's some fat shit. Stop being a fat bitch. I swear for God.
Jesus!
So I think too, sometimes when you hear something so much, up here you start to believe it a little bit. And you know, if I could go back as myself and talk to my younger self, I would have told myself to exit that shit a long time ago. And so I think that the second time around, when you all got back together in your situation, I felt like I was reliving it through you. Yeah. And that is why I think that I was so angry. I was angry with you for a minute. I was angry with you because of how I remember how you would get on me and you would tell me the truth. Like everything that you told me was the truth. Yeah. But I was so angry because I could see the same stuff, especially when you went through your dark time. I was like, hey, no! I done did this shit before. You know, like, but like when they put you down, like, or at the job that I had at the time, he had told me, oh, well, you talk about getting your teacher's license and doing this and doing that, and you gonna be an assistant for life. And I just remember that. Like, oh, you gonna be an assistant for life. Stop being fat. All you do is some fat shit. You'll never be da-da-da-da. You know what I mean? Like, and so...
And I remember how that motherfucker looked. Like, sir.
Your body is not great.
At all. And you want to jump up and down on me looking like Norbit. Yeah. Like, calm your motherfucking ass down. And see, that be the thing. They be so insecure
Very.
That it be the very thing about themselves that they hate.
Mm-hmm. Very.
That they want to like, and I'm sorry for cutting you off. Yeah, they want to project that on you. Mm-hmm. And whole time, this nigga was jealous of me. I remember he used to tell me, you should sell your house. People don't buy houses anymore. I done already bought the house. The house was bought before you came here. Again, you're living with me.
Correct.
Yeah, you should just, for what you paying, you could live downtown. That ain't true. Downtown is double, triple what I pay to live where I live right now. You could, and then see when stuff go wrong, see you responsible for it. If you was living in an apartment, then da-da-da-da-da. Like, always just wanted to, like, bring me down a few notches. Always wanted to keep me just right here. Not higher than him. Now, mind you, this nigga didn't have nothing, okay? But you still trying to bring me down to your level. Like, every time you get some shoes, you got to post them. That's what people do. I love social media. Every time you get something, you got to post it. People think that's dumb. Like, he would tell me that other people, not him, but other people think that that's stupid for me to post shoes. I'm like, other people, when they doing the same thing, but they think, but in my mind, I'm like, well, maybe he's right. You start to, like you said, you start to believe the stuff that you're being told because you hear it so frequently and you hear it from somebody who loves you. Mm-hmm. Yep. You hear it from somebody that you love. And of course, they don't ever come without a sob story.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They don't ever come without a sob story to get you emotionally invested. Mm-hmm. And once they've hooked you, now it's like, well, damn, if I leave, I'm going to give up on him like his mama did. Mm-hmm. I'm going to give up on him like his daddy did. And all he got in the world is me. And if I give up on him, then what he going to have? Correct. I don't give a fuck, okay? That I should have not given a fuck so long ago in this very room, before it looked like this, we used to be in here tussling. The very first time that nigga hit me, yes. The very first time that nigga hit me was in this room. Bye. The very first time that he, like, choke slammed me to the floor was right at this fucking door. Yeah. Yeah.
That infuriates me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Sad. Yes. I don't mean to laugh.
Yeah. When I called the police on him, we was in this room. That's why this space now is so peaceful. Mm-hmm. Like, I got rid of all of that shit. All the shit that was in here, the bed, gone.
I don't blame you.
Painted the walls. Like, I don't even want your scent in this motherfucker.
Correct.
I will put some ammonia and bleach and mix that shit together and sit in this bitch.
Correct.
Like, I don't want nothing, but it took a minute to get there.
Yes.
It took a minute to get there. My ex and I were together from 2020 to it'll be 2 years ago that we stopped dealing with each other. Probably already passed. I know it was in October of 2023. And I remember, like, the bed that we had together, we had gotten into it, and he purchased the bed. Well, he got a line of credit, child. I think they still probably coming after him for that bed. Mm-hmm. The, like, frame. I bought the mattress and the box spring.
At least yours had a little line of credit.
Oh,
mine.
You were the line of credit.
Oh, I was the line of credit.
Yeah.
And then you would get mad. He would get mad at me because he couldn't make purchases, and in my head, I'm like, so you want me to get it? Like,
right?
No,
that's.
But then now here comes the later on when you're drinking, and then I didn't realize he had a drug problem.
Yeah.
Now you're saying things that it's not, whatever. And also, like, I think that me finding out that he had a drug problem also put a lot more things into perspective, which also helped to me to exit stage life.
Yeah. I think my ex also had a drug problem. I think that what was presented to me was like marijuana, but I really strongly believe, have a little bit of evidence that there was definitely other drugs that were at play. Yeah. Definitely became a heavy drinker, and I was heavy drinking right with him. to cope. Like, we would be in this motherfucker getting drunk every day because he was nice to me when he was drunk. We would have sex when he was drunk.
Yep.
Other than that, he wasn't trying to touch me like that.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, he just was not, he wasn't interested. He did not like me. Yeah. He liked the other bitch that he was fucking with. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He didn't like me. So he wasn't attracted to me or wanting to engage with me in that way when he was sober. Yeah. Now, when he was high, he was mean as a fucking yard lizard. Like, that bitch was mean as fuck. And I mean, it was just like, oh, stand over me when I was asleep. Just like constant fucking scary. Trauma. Just every day, every moment of every day, just living on the fucking edge. Yeah. Because you don't know which way this person is going to have stood over me with a knife before. Oh, no. Woke me up out of my sleep, stood over me with a knife. And I'm like, because he wanted to see my phone. Just the possibilities are fucking endless.
Trust me, yeah. I had a situation where he cornered me at work, and our boss came out. I worked with him, unfortunately. Our boss came out and witnessed it, and to my surprise, my boss, stopped him, but then hugged me. And was like, look, listen, you don't have to take this. Mm-hmm. Like, it's embarrassing. Like, just the things that you have to endure during that dark period is when you know it's bad. Mm-hmm. You just know it's bad. Yeah. Because, you deal with physical abuse, you deal with mental abuse, and then your brain literally has to change itself, and you're always in fight mode or fight mode. You're just always defensive. Mm-hmm. You become mean. You become unlike yourself. So me, I lost weight, a lot of it. Mm-hmm. I was stressed a lot of the time. Mm-hmm. I drank, but he was mean when he was drunk. Like, he was mean when he was drunk. And then, he did do marijuana too. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. And then it was funny because I think when he was on the other illicit drugs that I may not name, he just was a different person there. Mm-hmm. So it just, I think,
you never knew what you was gonna get.
Correct. Like, it was just a bag of tricks, sort of, and it's like, oh, which one am I gonna pull out now? Mm-hmm. And so I think that, I don't know. It's like when you deal with that, you just become a different person. Mm-hmm. You're always on edge. You're always, and so, like, yeah, it's like, and so then when you get the polar opposite of that, when you meet a Daniel, somebody that cares or cooks you a meal or doesn't ask for anything back, it's shocking. Yeah. But that shouldn't be, I think, for Black women especially, I don't think that should be normalized. Mm-hmm. Like, I think we normalize trauma.
Yes, we do.
And we are so used to trauma in our relationships. We're used to toxicity in our relationships that we just can't not get past that. And it's like, no, like.
And sometimes we're so used to it that we end up being the producer of that in the relationship. Mm-hmm. Now, we are the ones that are causing trauma to someone else. Yeah. Who does not deserve that because of all of the things that we endure. But a lot of times we can't see it. Yeah. Right? Like, we get to, you being sassy, you being sensitive, like, you this, that, and the third. And it's like, no, you're being a major fucking bitch right now. And he's nice enough not to call you that or go upside your head like you're used to. You're used to a motherfucker calling you out your name and going upside your goddamn head when you get out of line. Mm-hmm. And because he's not doing this, now you see that as weakness instead of seeing it as love. Yeah. And so I will say for me, that's how Rhonda on the Rocks was born. Like, that relationship launched me into a space where I am unapologetically Rhonda. Yeah. From head to toe. I don't give a fuck who don't like it. I do a lot of cussing on this podcast. I do a lot of talking my shit on this podcast. I'm sure my mom doesn't like it. That's all right. You ain't got to. This ain't the 700 Club or TBN. This is Rhonda on the Rocks. This is what I want it to be.
Yeah.
This is the life that I want to live.
Yeah,
this is not a place where I'm not going to be silenced anymore.
Yeah.
Dimmed because somebody else feels some type of way about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I talk a lot about this relationship because it had a lot to do with how I got here. Mm-hmm. But I also want people to see that there's healing on the other side.
Yes.
There's a Daniel and a Zara on the other side.
Yeah.
There's a Rhonda on the Rocks on the other side. There's a podcast on the other side. There's you being and living the life that you deserve.
Yeah.
But you got to get to that place where you see it, accept it, because you see it long before you accept it.
Yeah.
You see it. You like, oh, this some bullshit.
Yeah.
This right here, this some bullshit.
I gotta say that your brother told me something years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out 7.
Yeah.
I don't want to say his real
name. Shout out 7 on the Rocks.
7. But he told me something that I definitely live by, kind of, a little bit.
Yeah.
People tell you who they are when you first meet them. But it's up to you to believe them.
Yeah.
That's powerful. It is up to us to believe these people. You see the red flags when you first meet somebody.
You do.
You see them. You see them. They don't want to take no picture. Red flag.
Yeah.
They don't want to be posted on social media. Red flag.
Huge one.
They ghost your ass. Huge red flag. I was sleeping. Red flag. They putting you down. Red flag.
Yeah.
You see the red flags before you actually go, into these periods. And I think from that relationship, I was able to, now I ain't gonna lie, I was like you. There will be times, and that I thank God that I was done with that in 2018.
Yeah.
Ain't looked back since, and thank God really for my dad, who really just kind of, he would call me every day and just talk to me about just being a man and all of this. And I never, my dad really got candid in that point in my life. And I really felt like, I know sometimes, some dads aren't in the picture all the time.
Yeah.
My parents were separated and all this, divorced and stuff like that. But girls really need their dads.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yeah.
So my dad really just dropped knowledge when this was going on. And he was just like, I'm going to guide you through this. But Tania, anytime you need to get out of the hole, I'm going to get you out every time. Whether it's in a physical hole, a mental hole, I don't care what hole you in, I'm going to dig you out every time. But I need you to be serious. If you going to get out this one, I need you to be serious and never look back. And I did. And I'm so grateful that I did. Because can you imagine?
Ooh, I can't imagine. I can't.
I can't either.
I won't allow myself to imagine.
I cannot either.
I will not allow myself to imagine. And I, like you said in the beginning, we are truly living in answered prayers. And it wasn't even our prayers. It's our own prayers.
It's other folks also praying for us.
It's the people who were praying for us when we were in those relationships that God heard and answered. And I'm very grateful that whoever was praying for me, I'm sure my mom was, and I'm sure that, my friends and other people were, but I'm very grateful that they were, because I couldn't see my way.
Yeah.
I could not see my way. I remember one time sitting in my recliner in the loft, and I just looked out the window and I was like, I don't think I could live like this every day. He wasn't up, he was downstairs in the kitchen doing something. And I was just like, he had this thing about me being at home, just being here with him. And we wouldn't be doing shit. It wasn't like, let's watch a movie, let's do this, like, let's spend some quality time. It was just me being here. And I remember just looking out the window like, I don't think I could live like this. Which is why I'm hardly ever home now. I don't think that's why I just be outside having a good time. But
yeah, of course.
And that also, like, is kind of why that being with somebody in my home kind of gives me the ick.
Yeah.
And I'm like, God, please deliver me from that, because I know people are different.
Yeah.
But like, what you mean come to the house? Like, what that whole thing of somebody having a say in what I do and how I move, I don't know that I can handle that.
Yeah, I think too, that's what I think. That is also, because I dealt with that. I think that sometimes that is a sign of isolation.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want you to go anywhere because they want you to be as isolated as possible, because that is how they keep you in line and control.
Yeah.
That is a sense of control. And I had to learn that.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, this man used to sabotage anything that felt happy for me. He definitely wanted to derail it.
Mm-hmm. I
remember for Mother's Day, I was like getting ready to leave, and it's Sunday. So I'm like, well, I had planned this day with my mom. And he went into this whole spiel about how his mother died and how fucked up I was for, leaving him knowing that his mother had died. And I was just like, I'm sorry to hear about your mom, but my mom is still here and she is to be celebrated. And I can't let you stop me nor put a guilt trip on me for celebrating my mom. Mm-hmm. But they do stuff like that. Mm-hmm. They'll try to sabotage your birthday. Oh. This man never took me out for my birthday.
You think I got taken out for mine?
No. Never. They'll sabotage your birthday. They will sabotage whatever holiday. If it makes you glow in any type of way, you already know. Or either they're going to argue with you till you're mentally tired. Mm-hmm. And they're going to drag your ass. Mm-hmm. But that's how you know it's signs of toxicity. And I think that a lot of people normalize toxicity nowadays. Yep. And unfortunately, and it's funny because after that relationship, I don't know, I just think that I was in a period of just like, I don't know what the hell I want. I don't know what the hell is going on kind of deal. But I had to wake back up. Like I had to wake up because I was still going on dark mode. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, and I felt like I was still like just really bitter from that. I was bitter. Mm-hmm. I was terrible. Mm-hmm. And it's funny because I was just telling my husband too. Like I was just like, man, like look, like if I would have met you right after that, I would not have been so nice to you.
Right.
I had to literally heal from that trauma and literally like, just, come on. Mm-hmm. Nobody else after that nobody deserves that.
You're right.
So it's funny that like, I really identify with that because it's like, I think like that. I think that people now, like, I don't think that they have probably dealt with trauma. They've dealt with toxicity and now they bring it into the dating pool. And now you meet them and they still got that bullshit hanging over their head or they got the bullshit hanging on to them.
Yeah.
And they hanging on to, oh, this woman used me or, oh, this guy did this and didn't call me back for 5 days. People are still hanging on to their traumas, their bullshit, and don't even realize that it affects you.
Yeah.
It affects the trust that you have for people, and after a while, like, I had to be by myself and understand, like, like, listen, like, you got to also treat dating like a game too. Mm-hmm. It became literally like a sport. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Dating is a shit show.
Baby.
Okay. Dating is a shit show.
Talk to me.
Dating is a shit show. But it's like I had become also, like, I think I had started to also have fun with it a little bit. Mm-hmm. Like, I was just like, okay. I don't think this, you know what I mean? Like, I remember one time, before I met Daniel, I went out on a date with this guy. And he talked about his ex the whole date. Mm-hmm. Then when he got to the end of the date, I think what happened was he like asked me to pay half. Right. Yeah. Totally unexpected. I was just like, so and the crazier part was he didn't even put his card up. The server came and he looked at me and I was like, are you not gonna pay? And he was like, no, you got Cash App, or I was like, you got Zelle? You know what I mean? Like, and then like he and I like I was just like, let me just tell you something. I'm like, sir, I don't think you should be dating. I said the whole date you really focused a lot on your ex. I said, you know, and I think that you're carrying a lot of baggage that honestly I don't think that I can go forward from here. Yeah. Also, you surprised me with the whole, you know, whatever. Mm-hmm. And he catfished me.
Yeah, I think I remember you telling me about that.
He was such a catfish. So it's just, you know, just thinking about that is that I think a lot of people cannot let go of their prior situations. Mm-hmm. They cannot let go of the prior traumas. Mm-hmm. You know, I even dealt with one guy, like, you know, me and him were like kind of, you know, from back in the day, and we would kind of like go in and out, you know, of a relationship with each other, sort of kind of like fake, you know, but I don't think he could release what was holding him. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, he told me at one point, I could be everything but your boyfriend, and you just want the title. You're a title seeker.
Which, what do these niggas be talking about?
Yeah. So, and
a title seeker?
Yeah. And so I just think that people hold on to a lot of their traumas. Mm-hmm. You know, he even told me like, well, no, this person, my previous person kind of dragged me, and, you know, I just never recovered from that relationship. Okay, well, sir, you don't need to be on the market.
Right. Why are you out here?
Sir, with the paying for half and talking about your ex, you don't need to be on the market.
Right.
You're not marketable right now. You need to work on self.
That's just like somebody like the bakery putting just the cake batter out there. Correct. Why the fuck is the cake batter out here with all the rest of the cakes that's baked and decorated and ready to go? And you just a big ass bowl of batter sitting there. Batter ass niggas.
Correct.
Undone, uncooked ass niggas. Uncooked, uncut shit. Just
And ladies too.
100%.
And ladies too, we be holding on to them 100%. Toxic ass niggas. Oh, I like me a drug dealer, I like this, I like that. Man, listen, let that shit go. Mm-hmm. Let that shit go.
Yeah.
Don't carry that into the next one. I mean, and also like it's dating. Have fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's dating. Have a good time. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Even if it's just, you know, hey, what are the expectations? Like, talk to the other person. Yeah. People don't talk either. Mm-hmm. They're so damn quick to pull out their fucking phones. Mm-hmm. Talk to the person. Have a little FaceTime. Get to know the person. Ask them some questions. Mm-hmm. Something.
Yeah.
But I think that we need to, and therapy is not talked about a lot in the Black community. I wish somebody would have told me years ago to therapy. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think too, like, both people have to be in that space. Mm-hmm. Because what happens is you're unbalanced, you're unequally yoked, mm-hmm. however you want to call it, when you are like, all right, the ingredients have been put in, I have been beat.
Yes.
I have been put in the oven.
Yes.
I'm cooling now. I still ain't done. That's the stage.
God ain't done with me.
I'm still at, that's how I would categorize myself right now.
Yeah, of course.
The ingredients have been put in. I have been beat. I have been in the oven. I'm cooling. When God send that good man, that's going to be the icing on the cake. Yeah, that both sides. No, I'm just kidding.
Come on. I know your boy ass is coming, baby.
When I'm done cooling, he going to put the icing on the cake.
Period.
You feel me? And then somebody going to pick me up. He going to cut me up. Huh? He going to slice and dice. He gonna eat that cake, okay? He gonna eat that motherfucking cake. You feel me?
Oh my God!
And nigga going, yeah.
But
Hallelujah. But yeah.
Hallelujah after that.
Yeah. That's what. So I'm cooling.
Oh my
I'm cooling.
God.
This cake is cooling, and this was a cool ass episode.
Yeah, it was.
I'm really, really glad that we did this. If y'all would have seen us some years ago, we was unrecognizable. But look at me now. Look at us now.
Period.
And I am very grateful. Thank you so much for coming on the Rhonda on the Rocks podcast, sharing your story, the good, the bad, the beautiful. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate you. I love you, sister. And you guys know where you can find me, Rhonda on the Rocks, on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. If you have not liked and subscribed to the podcast, you definitely should. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Now come sit down, come and let me holler at you. Come talk a real with a certified yapper. Conversations about the latest and the greatest in the world. We can talk about that man, or you can tell me about old girl. Got a secret, hey, don't lay it on me. You need a friend, I'll be your big homie. Let's take a sip and talk it out. Therapy without the couch. On the rocks is what you need. Come toast reality with me.